Hello. The Ramblings book. This is called The Lessons of Nature. Okay, the lessons of nature. Spending too much time indoors and not bimbling at regular intervals has a negative effect on your health, well-being and states of awareness. Your ancestral roots are in nature. The natural environment is rich in prana, or the primordial life force that sustains all life. We absorb prana most directly through breathing fresh, natural, clean air. You also draw in prana through vegetation, trees, mountains, lakes, and a star-filled sky at night. Spending time outdoors puts you right in the heart of prana as it cycles and flows through all of nature. Also, when outside, try grounding yourself. Walk for a while, barefoot upon the land, or lay down, connect. When you go outside, you are really going inside. Nature is like a natural reset button on your brain. The chemicals it releases when you get fresh air and sunshine are always positive and help to overcome the ones released when you are sad, angry or anxious. Use nature to unwind, to recharge and to sweep away the negative. Nature is valuable not only for itself but what it brings to us. Nature heals and corrects us. It calms us, helps to clear the mind and bring us to a place of peace. If we slow ourselves down, there are many lessons that nature can teach us. The flow of nature helps in slowing us down. We watch trees shed their leaves when the temperature dips in autumn. The rivers flow in a trance-like state. Rain bounces off of leaves and the breeze makes the long grass dance. The laws of nature are governed by forces nobody chose. No one can shape or change. When we contemplate nature, a forest heavy with autumn colours for example, we're witnessing nature's rules that also apply to us. We too must mature, seek to reproduce, age, fall ill and die. The most gentle things in nature, clouds, streams and trees, have an intrinsic appeal and they produce a feeling of total bliss and tranquility. But we can take them for granted. They form a pleasant background to other things. Sitting in a meeting, you might gaze out the window and rest your eyes upon an old oak tree. But that was 2 years ago and you may not have looked properly at a tree since. Or maybe there was a stream you used to love playing in as a child, building dams, splashing about, laughing. The adult world is often sadly stream-free. Spending moments of close observation with clouds, trees and streams may in fact play a minor but important supporting role in the pursuit of a balanced and more or less sane life. We are often preoccupied with ourselves in a confusing and ridiculous busy life, which we have created. Nature doesn't do this. Nature simplifies itself. I love watching clouds. Clouds are totally indifferent to all of our concerns. They don't care about fashion, are uninterested in gossip, and not responsive to our status or lack of it. They come and go, inching across the sky, slowly losing definition. 10 minutes later, it is barely recognisable. Shortly after that, it merges with another cloud and its brief individual career is over. There is a constant drama above our heads of collisions, fractures, swirls, separation. Human life is no less active, but watching clouds we get a moment of relief, where the agitations of the present moment seem less significant. Clouds teach us that change is inevitable. Everything comes and goes. My real love in nature has to be trees, any and all trees. They are an image of patience and strength. Their gnarled, worn barks speak of the hundreds of seasons they have endured. They have bent and broken branches, been rained on for weeks at a time, had the blistering heat of summer sun, and had frost, snow, and any type of weather we can imagine, but they endure, as we should learn to do through their example of "this too shall pass." The Western mind thinks of philosophy as coming only from books. The Eastern tradition, more wisely, points out that philosophy comes from the lessons of nature as well. Streams are always communicating. They quietly whisper as they gently rub the bank. They can be arguing with a rock or a twig, confiding in a quiet vortex, dozing in the midsummer, or shouting after heavy showers. For me, a stream comes second only to fires in providing an ideal object of contemplation for us when we are trying to think. Their constant activity sparks our imagination. They don't stare blankly back at us like a piece of paper on a desk. They distract our minds and allow the good ideas to emerge. They also warn us that we must be careful to hold on to these thoughts. Our minds are in constant flow, and in a moment thoughts will be gone, like a twig in the current, unless we grab at it. Without these moments of subtle elements of nature, we can easily lose touch with the better and saner aspects of ourselves. Somewhere inside of us, we have the potential for calm and reason, tenderness and thoughtfulness. Clouds, trees and streams are on hand to help. If you can get outside, get outside. Just whizzing through my book at the moment. See if I want to read one more. Cheers. Never seen the back of me before, have you? Okay, not sure if I want to read one more. Don't read too much, I want you to read it, if you know what I mean. Go on then, I'll read you one more. It's called Age. Age. Not everyone grows old. Many die before their time or in their prime of life. With age comes gratitude and the knowledge that with every passing year we are privileged, and being grateful becomes a daily ritual that enhances our lives in so many positive ways. They're called the golden years for a reason. Getting older has its perks. For one, you're good at using what you've learned. This is called crystallized intelligence, and it keeps getting better, even when you're 65 or 70. As you age, your perspective broadens, and you become more open-minded. You learn more about society, about change. You can pass down valuable knowledge that you've learned along the way. Your skills and expertise are something to be proud of, and lead to incredible feelings of confidence and fulfillment. Being a wise and knowledgeable member of the community, you find people will appreciate the opportunity to learn more from you. Crystallized intelligence isn't a newly discovered term. Psychologists have been discussing it for quite some time now. If you are not sure what it is, do some research and learn how to grow yours. Sometimes people use age as a convenient excuse. I'm too old to start something new, or I couldn't learn that at my age. You might have trouble physically doing something, but I believe we get mentally stronger as we age. So stop making excuses. You may have many years behind you, but you still have a life in front of you. Life isn't about your age. Life is about living. We should count the changes and events within us, not the years. You get older and you learn there is one sentence just 4 words long, and if you can say it to yourself, it offers more comfort than any other, and it goes like this: at least I tried. Growing older should be celebrated. Yes, we have the aches and pains to deal with. We might sleep a lot less, but there are positives. We leave the world of work behind and probably become more us than at any other time in our lives. Age may wrinkle your face, but lack of enthusiasm wrinkles your soul. You are more in tune with other people's emotions in your 50s than at any other time in your life. That insight into how others think and feel can make for an interesting and rewarding life. 40 is the old age of youth, 50 the youth of old age. So remember, life is fulfilling, and aging is the fulfillment of a well-lived life. That'll do. Thank you for listening. Be well.